Everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times joining me, welcome. And if you're joining me again, I truly do appreciate that you are joining me when I do go live. Remember, if you have never subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you do that right below. And if you're on StreamYard, make sure that you've given StreamYard, or on Facebook, make sure that you've given StreamYard permission. That way I know who's making different comments as we go along. So it's my Technique Tuesday. How did they do that? And this is probably one of my favorite series that I'm doing. I come by every Tuesday around 4ish, that sort of stuff, and give you a technique. This might be a technique that you've known of before. I might show you different ideas what to do with the technique, but man, there's so many different techniques out there to do with our stamping and our paper crafting as well. Hello, Janet, and hello, Kay. Now, beware, this is part of a live presentation. So if I am interacting with different people that are on here live, that's all part of it being live. And if you're watching on a replay, if you don't like that annoys you, just scoot on forward and you can avoid some of that. Hello, Leona and Karen. You've never heard of this. Oh, well, that's great. I like it when I've got something that you've never heard of. Hello, Barb, and hello, Pam. All right. So we are going to, I'm just going to go straight on down to my desktop here and let's get going on this. We are doing a ribbon stamping technique. I actually was going to do another technique with ribbon today, but fortunately, the ribbon that we have right now is not working very well. I think the last bunch of ribbon we had did another technique and it was amazing. But this is ribbon stamping. And this is a very simple technique. But like I say, I just want to add more to your types of stamping that you can do. But you can get some pretty amazing results with this. And you can make them quite subtle. What we're doing, or you can make it quite vibrant. Remember, this will be posting on my Facebook group. The link to that group is just down below here, and it will be oh man, I can't even talk today. And it'll be on that Facebook group at 9:05. In order to find all these different files, because we're on number 69. So in order to find this, just go to that Facebook group, hit the files thing, and you'll see all the list of the different techniques that I've done all the way along. Hello, Felicia, and hello, Betty. All right. So like I say, this will go on tomorrow at 9:05. I will have a sample of the card that I've done, and maybe, and I think on this one, I might put something up here. I know that's where your sample goes, but you can put something up there as well. But there's another part of this technique that I want to show you, and I want to be able to have that in there for reference. And then because of the card, there's some people that want to know the measurements of the card and everything else. I'll have those measurements. And if there's any other specialty things that brand new, I will also go in and list those here as well. All right, so on with ribbon stamping. Ribbon stamping is actually something that's been around forever and ever, and I'm going to show you some different types of ribbon that you could use. There's this iridescent one, and it comes with, I think it's the very cute one, or no, this is the bright one. Oh, geez, how sad is that? I don't even know which suite that one comes with. I mix mine up so much that you never really know what suite these are coming with. I think it's one of the first ones. I think it's the Merry and Bright one. So yes, it comes with the Merry and Bright bundle. So this would work on here. Another one that'll work just great on is the double one that comes with All About Autumn. It will work great with this particular big one as well. And I'll show you something done with that. It also looks really good, and this is probably one of the better ones for doing certain things, is this particular one. And this is in the annual catalog, and this is the herringbone ribbon. It has a herringbone design on it. But today what we're going to do, and what I'm going to do for my card, is on this white and silver shimmer ribbon that goes with the winter meadow suite. And look at that. That's all I got left of a full roll of this. I love this ribbon. This has to be my favorite ribbon of all times. Well, for a very, very long time. So let me just show you some different things that you can do. So we could take this herringbone ribbon, and this is probably the one that it shows up the best on. And this is the one that I'm actually going to put a technique up there showing this. So I had actually, on my Christmas card club, I had actually originally had this, and they were going to stamp on it. And then I kind of just, I thought better of it because of where they had to position it. So all you have to do is you just have to take your ink, and you're just going to go, and it stamps sentiments amazing. So see, at that point, now what you can do is just have this. Now, probably a good practice at this point would be to heat set this with your heat tool, and that would work really good. But another thing that you could do is you could take an image, and I'm actually going to take, yes, I'll take this image. This image is actually from the Magical Meadow. It's this big one here. And you could take this, and you could, oh, let's get it so it's straight. And you could actually stamp it so that you've now got a different type of a ribbon that's like that. And it just adds a bit more texture to your card. And it also can add a different type of an element to your card. And like I say, this is probably one of the better ones in this particular group of ribbons that we have out there right now. So I'm just going to go and stamp that, clean that off. Other things that you can do with ribbon, I'll show you this particular one, the one with All About Autumn. You could go here, and what you want to do is you want to take a color that's actually going to show, and we could go and, you know what, I don't think I've got the stamp set here, which would be too bad because it would be nice to see the All About Autumn. You know, and that, I'm not sure where that stamp set is. I have more things all over this table. Okay, we're just going to take a leaf one like this, and let's go and use that as well. And you'll see how this can work. Now, you can also take, so we could go like this, and see how you're just going to get a subtle sort of look with it. Another thing that you could do, and I'm just going to bring this back in. I'm not going to be using some of this, but I could take this, and this really is kind of a funky way of doing this. And you know me, I love to emboss. So I'm just going to take some Versamark on here. Now this, you have to be really careful when you go to do this. You're just going to take that like that. And let's come in with, you know what? I can't even come in with gold embossing powder because I've turned around and I've packed that up for my retreat. Just to let you know, I won't be going live tomorrow, and I won't be doing the sip and stamp or any of that sort of stuff. And the reason being for that is because of my retreat. I will be doing my live on Saturday, but I am packing up so much stuff that I don't think I can do it tomorrow and everything else that I have to do. So I want to show you this because this works quite well. Now, you also have to be careful. If this happens to be a synthetic type ribbon, like it has an awful lot of synthetics in it, this could scrunch up this ribbon. So you can come in with this, and let's just show you what you could do with this ribbon. Now, I could also do where I could have it shiny on the sides, but look what it can do. Now this kind of goes into the pattern, but it just gives just a tiny bit more. Now it doesn't give a shiny look to it because it's soaking right into it. But there you go. There's another thing that you can go ahead and do with your your ribbons. And see, it shows up more vibrant than just stamping with the regular ink. So we have that. And then what else have we got? We can do this. Let's show you where I could take something, and let's just take this iridescent one, and we want to take something that's fairly bright. So I think maybe this Granny Apple Green might work. We'll give it a try anyways. Oh, yes. I'm just reading the comments here. And while the embossing one wasn't that good, you would never have thought of this. Very subtle, right? So probably at something like that, we would have to go to quite a dark, vibrant color. So let me go and let's go with Night of Navy. And then that would show up better with this particular one. I'm going to go and stamp the other end of this because I haven't cleaned it. You'll find that the darker the stamp, the better it is. So there you've got it, where you've got, let's go and just decorate this ribbon up, and just think of this on a card where it could just be to add a bit of color to it. All right. So let's go ahead, make a card, because we have to do a card. I will post a picture of this. I also, like I say, I'll post this also in on this, this other, on our instruction sheet, so that we've got that, so that you've got that as a reference, that you can just do that. Now, this particular ribbon is not going to show up as well, but I kind of want to get a bit of a look on it. Like I just want to have just a subtle sort of type look. So I'm just taking this particular stamp set, this one here. This is not going to show up as well as what it does on the white one. I'm just forewarning you on that. But I'm just going to take this, and I'm using Lost Lagoon. So let's just go and stamp this. And like I say, it's going to be very subtle, but it gives a different look to the ribbon, so it extends your ribbon a little bit more. Now, I cannot use the heat gun on this one because this one is a synthetic ribbon. Oh, but you know what? I just thought of something else. No, I'm not. I'm going to stick to this one. And then what we'll do is I can show you that another day. So then we're just going to go and stamp that. Very subtle. This may not show as well. That's why I'm going to take it and show you with the other one. Now, this Magical Meadow, the Winter Meadow is an amazing, just an amazing suite. It has the faceted gems that go with it. It has the dies that go with it. It also has the designer series paper, and I'm going to show you some of this. This I thought was beautiful paper, but on the back is the trees and that sort of stuff. Now, also another thing that comes with this set is a specialty paper, and it has snowflakes on it. It's got some silver foil with white, and it just shows you there's just so many different things to go with this suite. Remember, this is part of a stamp camp. If you live in Canada, you can reach out to me and I can get you that information to sign up for the stamp camp. Some people have already signed up and their stuff is on their way, which is kind of fun. All right, so I just have a piece of Lost Lagoon, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And this is just going to be a simple card. I just want to put some of this ribbon on there. So I'm going to come in with this particular designer series paper, and let's go ahead and we would put it on here like this. Now, what I could do is I could come and we could put this on here and see how it's kind of, can't really see in the picture, but it does kind of take up, you can see different images on this ribbon. And so what I'm going to, you know what, I want this part of the ribbon to go like this. So I'm good because I want those images to show up on there. So I'm just going to attach that with my tearing tape. And we'll just take this off. Yeah, very excited about my retreat as well. First one I've done in 8 years. And that one was so much fun 8 years ago. I think it was about 8 years ago. I'm trying to think when it was. I remember where we had it. I know some of the people that were at that are going to be at this retreat as well. So just going to put that there, and I'm just going to come in with some scissors. My ribbon scissors are upstairs because I'm so busy getting everything ready. This retreat is so disappointing because I went and I expedited stuff that's going in their swag bag, and it hasn't come, but a lot of other things have come that I ordered on that day. All right. This is so pretty, this paper. You'd love to be here. I'd love to have you here. But you know what? The next best thing is the stamp count that we're doing. All right. So I'm just going to put that there. Like I say, it's very subtle that you can see that. And I'm just going to attach that. You notice I went and I reinforced it with some double-sided tape. That ribbon is not going to go anywhere. I know I can pick out cards that I've had for years and years and years, and the ribbon all seems to come apart. So this is one way to make sure that it doesn't come apart. All right. Let's just go and put that there. Simple card. Remember, it's not really about the card. It's more about the technique that's there. All right. So I have these gems. Now, I wanted to use this paper. And with the dies are amazing dies in themselves, these ones here, but also these bigger dies cut out the images that are on here. But I thought I'd leave these images and look at what this looks like. These are, if you like shiny, this is for you. Let me tell you, look at this Lost Lagoon. And you can't tell that there's snowflakes on there. And then you've got the white with the silver on there. So I'm actually going to go and I'm going to just put this here. Actually, where did that ribbon go to? Cut that ribbon off and now I can't find it. Well, I'll find it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to use my glue dots on here. So I'm just going to go pick up a glue dot and we're just going to go from there. Whoops. Excuse me. So I'm just going to have this go here. You know what? I think I'd do better because it's pretty flimsy, this paper. It's not, it's a foil, but it's quite a light foil. All right, so let's go and put this here. Get another white one over here. Let's put this down here as well. I want this kind of cascading down here. Now, what I can do is put my sentiment there. So let's see, maybe the sentiment would be better up at the top here. So let me go first of all. And that's upside down. That wouldn't have been very good. There we go. And this is such an appropriate saying as may this season of sparkle bring joy and delight. So that's just going to go there. Now, I just had that ribbon here. This has been stamped. So what I want to do is I want to come here and I want to tie a bow. So I'm going to come and turn this around. And like I say, this ribbon now has a look of Lost Lagoon. And you can see some images on it. You can't see it as well off camera, but you sure can tell in person. So let's go and just put that up there. Now the whole key when you're tying a bow, yeah, I should have done this one first, is to tie it tight. So that is going to look there. And now I'm just going to stick this white under there. And now I can finish putting this on. I'll put that down there. And very subtle, this card. It's very pretty pastel Lost Lagoon card. If Lost Lagoon's your color, this would be a card for you, that's for sure. And then we want to put another one of these. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my goodness. And you'd never know that there was a snowflake on that, on this paper at all. This has got, there we go. And then I'm just going to put this right over top of all of this just to give more of the white on there. I'm just going to actually take that off just a bit. So like I say, what we've done is we have shown some ribbon stamping. This one's quite subtle. This ribbon was just too big to put on this particular card, and it was just too wide. But there we go. And then we have the inside of the card. Here we go. Let's see. Thank you. So subtle. It is. It's very, very subtle. It's just one of those pretty type cards. This is definitely, like, I know some people say, oh, that looks like a Diane card. This one, I am into pinks. I love my pinks and everything else. But I like the Lost Lagoon. Now, I'm looking for my stamp set that I did that. And it should be here. I don't want this one. And I want to put that on the inside of this card. Well, I'm going to leave it plain because what I want is I want this particular stamp. I want that on this side. I know it's on a block because I just, oh, you know what? I put it right behind me. But it has Misty Moonlight on it. So I'm just going to turn around and let's just get that cleaned up so that we don't have that on the inside of my card. And we'll stamp that. So in Lost Lagoon, just going to stamp here. I think these kind of cards, you could do all sorts of just spriggy type cards with this particular one. I love that berry that's in there as well. Thank you. Felicia, you're right. This would make a great wedding card. I think the whole thing with this particular suite, just with the different papers that you have, you can make masculine cards. I think you could make this. This would be like an all-purpose one. It's not Christmas, but you could turn around and you could put Christmas on there as well. And of course, it wouldn't be complete without this. Now, I'm going to use this particular one. I find them very large. So I think you could get away with just the one on there. But there you go. There's, I can say, can you see that? It's really too bad that you can't see that beautiful stamping on there. You can see all the different images on there. All right. And then I'll just quickly show you those again. So here we have on this particular one, I stamped this with copper clay. I mean, I stamped it with Versamark and I used copper clay. It does not go shiny on it because it's soaked into the ribbon, and this was done with early espresso. Then I turned around and I also stamped. I used some easy stamping on here, and this is so shiny that you could oh, there we go. You can kind of see it there with the different stamping. So just think of that going across a card. Let me do it along the back side of this card. So it could go along a card, and it's just giving you like a bordered trim, and you could turn around and also put that on another piece of paper as well. I think it works the best on this hexagon ribbon. I had shown where there was one like this. I thought this sentiment would go on there. It stays really good with the sentiment. It doesn't move around that much, because here you go there. So I mean, you could do something on your card if you were doing one like this. I'll turn it upside down so you can see it. So it just shows you what you can do, because you've seen ribbon where you see words on your ribbon, right? So you could do that on this ribbon. If it was a satin ribbon, you could definitely emboss with it, and it would give you the embossing powder with it. But because these have got a bit of a cotton to them, it soaks into it. All right, so there you go. There is ribbon stamping. So it's something that I hope that you do give it a try. You can get so many different techniques with it, and it's a lot of fun to do, actually. Thank you. Thanks, Kath. Yeah, the stamped ribbon is a lot of fun. Thanks, Lori. What? Oh, try it for sure. You bet. Give it a try, because you'd be surprised. And this one just has so much sparkle on it. It's just so much fun. All right, so let's see what's going on. Like I say, tomorrow I won't be here for my mystery challenge, and I won't be here for my Now What series. I won't have anything to play with. I have really no room, and my expedited order is still sitting there, which should have been here earlier. So I'll be playing around with that. We got to do some shopping for the retreat. So I won't be around, but I will be doing a pre-recorded live for my sketch challenge on Saturday. So I hope you'll join me then. And we will see you all soon. Awesome. Remember to create, because it's great for the soul. If you like this, give me the thumbs up. Share my video. I really do appreciate it. And if you live in Canada and do not have a demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. So you guys take care, and we will see you soon. I will actually do a live broadcast from the retreat as well. All right, you guys. Bye for now.